Alright guys, welcome back for another Asdivine walkthrough. This is actually episode 40, believe it or not. Big 4-0. We're about to walk into the governor's mansion and it will trigger some more cutscenes, so let's go. It sounds like there's quite commotion going on. Let's find out what's happening. Whoosh, Oliver. What are soldiers from Gutenberg Castle doing here? It's them, the traitor aiding the light deity. Our orders are to exterminate them. What? We're surrounded. We won't be able to fight in this cramped space. In that case, Felix, can you create another one of those crazy dimensions? There's nothing crazy about them. But at any rate, here we go. Alright, so here's another fight. We are about to join. Now, I'm going to go use my trust gauge here. It's actually a good idea to do so. It's somewhat of a difficult fight if you don't use your trust gauge, unlike the slimes, which are pretty much just like pushovers. So let's go ahead and just do our standard buff, and then we will use our trust gauge with Uriel. So let's go line attack up here. And then line attack up again. And we can use our Shadow Slash. And with Uriel, we'll go ahead and use our Trust. Grovel on your hands and knees. And look at that, just absolute devastation. And we'll go ahead and use our War Dance here, just to get even more buff. That intelligence buff is going to be so nice. And here comes the Shadow Slash, massive damage. Line those guys out. And then we're going to go ahead. They can't even do anything because they're paralyzed. Felix, go ahead and use a Shadow Slash as well, because that's what's good here. Zach can use a Shining Light. Shining Blade. And there we go. So much easier when they're all disabled. Whoosh. Zach, something doesn't sound right. That one soldier said their orders were to exterminate us. Now, you mention it, he didn't he? But the Shadow Deity had no intention for Felix to die. Then what's going on? Your guess is as good as mine, but in the end, they're merely the words of the soldiers being controlled. There's no reason to waste time thinking about it. I hope you're right. Stella? Oh, don't jump towards me like that. Stella, it was you who saved me, wasn't it? That wasn't why we came back here. And for starters, why didn't you stand up to the soldiers? I had just come back from an imaginary trip with you myself, and therefore was too slow to... I don't want to hear any more about your fantasies. Now admit you were sleeping on the job. The fact you knew that without me even saying it means we're soulmates. Now, if I may, could I ask you to marry? No! As usual, a stinging rebuke, but that makes you all the more lovely. Oliver, you're safe. You're late, men. Now, while these soldiers are still out cold, I want you to throw them out of our borders. Just don't injure them too badly doing it. Yes, Governor. So, did you prepare whatever you need to help us get inside the castle? Of course. Now, if you would please bring it here, Missy. Receive disguise set. Oliver, once you arrive at the castle, change into those, and then show the guards at the gate this letter. It should be almost a straight shot to the throne room from there. This is really going to work. I guarantee it, or your money back. But we didn't pay you anything. Can I ask what kind of disguises these are? Oh, no. That's all part of the surprise. That makes it sound all the more suspicious. No, it doesn't. I'd never think of giving you a gift of that sort, Stella. Well, whatever you had packed in here, will hardly the time to worry about it. Now, let's hurry and get inside the capital. Stella just looks so enthusiastic. Right. And Oliver, yes, what is it? You've been a great help. I have? Well, of course I have. Don't give this pervert any hope, Stella. That's not what I'm doing. I was simply trying to be polite and thank him for what he did for us. As long as that's how it is for you. Now let's go. Oh, and one more thing before you leave, Stella. I've spent considerable effort upgrading the inventory of both the equipment and item shops. Now please have a look. Thanks, we'll do that. Heh. When I see the angel smile of yours, I feel as if I could do anything. Dang, poor Stella. Won't leave her alone. Okay, now we actually are going to go to the item shop because there's a couple items that will be useful. Now, buying a crystal, we can buy a crystal tail for Felix and a crystal whip for Stella. Not going to get a crystal parasol because that'll lower our intelligence stat. Crystal fan is a nice buff though for Celine, and then we'll get a crystal vest for Zach. And that should be everything. Yeah, that's everything. Go ahead and equip this stuff really quick. There we go. Now, if you haven't upgraded your Rubik's already, I would do so at this point. Just switch out the large one or the square one for the trust Rubik's. It's quite good. Now we run out of the city, and we can check our map. And we're heading straight back to Gutenberg Castle, Gutenberg City. Check our map. There we go. Skipping through these fights because we're over leveled, and we can just drop down right here, right in front of the castle. We better change into our disguises before the guards here notice us. It's Halloween, baby. All right, let's divide up between sexes. Wait. Oh shoot. What now? You, kitty cat. You're with us. What are you talking about? He's a tomcat on the outside. On the outside, a male on the inside. About that, Felix is actually a she, not a he. It looks like saying nothing backfired. Zach, I believe there's a good place to get into a disguise over there. Then let's use it. Once everything is changed, we'll meet you back here. Nope, they don't care. But leave it for now. Let us hurry. Oh, nice disguises. Zach, look, a spud. Well, you were quick. I can definitely see Oliver's influence in your disguise. That mustache could easily pass for the real thing. You think so? That's good to hear. On the other hand, you don't look so half bad yourself. Thanks. I see the light deity had a costume as well. Admittedly, it's a bit tight, but the stuffing inside is quite soft. Soft. Is Stella not finished changing it? Actually, she's hiding over there. Hiding? Why? Oh. Why did Oliver give me a disguise like this? Next time I see him, I'm going to give him 100 lashes and then some more. That you, Stella? Zach, he sees me. You. Looking nice. The costume suits you well. I thank you. Well, don't you lot appear to be well fit? You might try shopping or stopping by the equipment shop here in the city. I hear their inventory has recently changed. Good to know. We'll be sure to stop by later when we get the chance. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. You know, now might be a good time to drop by there and see if we need anything. Then let's do that and head to the castle. Yes, I haven't actually checked the inventory shop, so let's check that really quick. Okay, nothing in there. And basically everything we just bought, except apparently we didn't equip the crystal tail, so we'll get one of those. Yeah, okay. So I'll go ahead and equip the krill. There we go. So nothing new, nothing particularly special, just what we just bought over at the Alvin City. Now we go straight up here and trigger cutscene. Halt, what business do you have in the castle? Here is a messenger from Norden State to establish cordial relationship with the Queen. Where is your proof of who you are and what you say? This letter is from the governor himself. It's a seal, all right. However, this is not a typical delegation party he sends. Why do you have a dog with you? Where have I seen this priestess before? This is bad. It is this kingdom's tradition for guards to flirt with Is it kingdom's tradition for guards to flirt with unsuspecting women? That was not my intent. My apologies. As long as that's not the case, as for this dog, it's the fault of this maid. She brought him along with proper permission and without the proper permission, and will be dealt with swiftly upon a return. Wait, me? I see. Then no, it will not be permitted next time. You are now free to enter. All right, let's go inside. I don't understand why I'm getting the blame. Because you're Stella. It appears we were able to get inside the castle. Yes, but I had no idea what we would have done if our covers were blown. Uriel, why did you say I brought Felix along? It made me sound like I was irresponsible one in the party. We just needed an excuse at the time. Sure you did. I'm not sure if I should believe that or not. I wouldn't either. Hey, what are you doing there? We're messengers from Alvin City, not the suspicious kind you need to be looking out for. Show me your papers. We just showed them to the guys outside, but alright. Yes, it does seem you are who you say you are. Then let us go through already. Your dog is going to have to stay here with us. Wait, don't touch me with those hands that flow with shadow magic. Calm down, you, or else I'll have to. Oh no. What just happened? The skin came right off. No, wait, this is disguise. Meow. It is a light diadem party. They have managed to enter the castle. Why is it always we have bad luck? should we should be used to it by now. Celine, on your signal. Poof. No thanks to their yelling. Everyone in the castle now thanks to their yelling. Everyone must know we're here. Won't be needing these disguises anymore then. And we should probably tie these guys up somewhere. It's no use. The way leading to the throne room has been sealed off. Without a special key, we won't be able to get through. I can sense Nox's presence from within, but we can't get to him. We won't be able to stop him. Thanks for dumping the bad news on us now. Aside from Her Majesty, the most important figure in the castle would be Olivia. If she has not succumbed to the powers of shadow, she may be able to help us. Then let's trust Celine's judgment on this one. And if anything unexpected does happen, you've all got each other to rely on. I appreciate your confidence in me. Now let us find Olivia. Yeah, and fast. Okay, so we are going to go over to the right-hand side. There's a couple different ways you could go, but right-hand side is where we're going to need to go to find Olivia. And we will run up here. And we'll be in this labyrinth of mazes. Just kind of follow along here. Going to go up and then to the right, down. All right, now go down over here, and then up. We're going to run across here. Okay, now over to the right, and we'll go a little bit down to the south. In this room, and grab this chest. Get a Vitality plus 8 jewel. We'll run up north. Okay, and over to the left-hand side, grab this chest. Gold jewel. Okay, once we're done. I'm back over. And then okay. Over to the left. And then up. And then over to the left-hand side. And then down. And keep going. Grab the chest. Got an extravagant key, which is what we need to open the door. Okay, we'll keep going up here. And now, instead of going back, we can run up. And over here to the left. And we'll go over here to the right. And keep going to the right. Up here. Okay. Now let's run over here. And down. Okay. Let's keep running. Okay. And we keep going this way. Run up here. Okay. And we'll run north and grab a chest. Extravagant fee number 2 found. Now we'll run down. Okay. Let's keep running down. And over here. Okay. Now south, and we just jumped down this ledge here. And now we can open the door. There's an engraved pattern around the keyhole. Let's try using this key. Door just flew off the hinges. Yes, it did. Okay, now let's keep running north. And you see the little thing, checkpoint. You know what that means. All right, good place to save. We're gonna get to another fight before we meet up with Celine. Let's open the door. There's an extravagant pattern around the keyhole of this door. Let's try using the second key. It was like the door shouldn't have been there here in the first place. Did you see it give away? You think the builders use cheap materials? Maybe. It's Olivia. Let's find out what's going on. Olivia, priestess, what shall we do with these intruders? Do what must be done and destroy them. As you command. Looks like we won't be doing any talking to get out of this. What do we do now, Celine? Silence. Do not worry. However, first let us render these soldiers unconscious. If that's the game plan, let's go for it. It's funny how like the soldiers, but then they turn into monsters when we're fighting them. They couldn't just be soldiers; they had to be monsters. We're going to be using our trust gauge again, as after all that fighting, you should certainly have your trust built up. We're going to need it in this fight, so I will be using my trust gauge on with Uriel. After we buff our lines here. And then we can go ahead and get a Shadow Flare. And Uriel can use her trust. And Celine. Now, I will go ahead and have her use her Heaven's Bane. And we'll just check one of these enemies here, probably this guy in the rear. Insta-killed the thing. And these are all paralyzed, I can't move or do anything. Shadow Flare up in the front. And then Zach will finish off with a Holy Lightning. Might need 2 hits. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so pretty easy there with our trust. Whoosh. I can see the hostility in her eyes. Are you sure about this? Yes, trust me. Okay, but be careful. I will. Olivia, stay back. It's going to be okay, Olivia. Celine, is that really you? Yes, and I'm sorry it took so long to return. Then you know I was merely pretending to be loyal to the Shadow Deity. But how could you have sensed the magic I used to protect myself from his influence? Has your magic grown stronger? It's actually quite different than you think, Olivia. It was the look I saw in your eyes while we were in the dungeon that seemed to ask me to trust you. You believed in me based on only that? You must have exceptional skills at reading others' thoughts. Please spare me the compliments. Jealous of me. Oh, I skipped some dialogue. I'm sorry, guys. Jealous of me, but why? When you have so many wonderful strengths of my own. You were right. I had forgotten to be grateful for what I had myself, and it was only looking at the grass beyond the fence. It was Zach and these here who helped me realize that. What's that look for? It's nothing. It is thanks to my companions I was able to change and believe in you as well. Celine. Oh, what a cozy story. I see you have many trustworthy friends, don't you? Indeed. I don't mean to throw cold water on the conversation, but what can you tell us about what's happening here in the absence? Yes, Light Deity. It was not many days earlier the shadow deity suddenly appeared, possessed the body of Her Majesty, and began to exert control on those here in the castle. Unable to possess or oppose him with my own powers, the only thing I could do was fight off his influence with the hope you would soon return. From where I stand, the queen appears to be quite the powerful powerful magic user herself, and not easily influenced by even the likes of Noct. Although Her Majesty would never admit it, she was worried for your safety and that of her lost son at Lawrence. It may have been that same anxiety that opened the door. After that, the shadow deity sent Her Majesty's men to hunt you down while attempting to expand his control. At present, his influence has only spread throughout the capital, but if not stopped, it'll soon cover the world. He's planning to destroy the world, and why we have to stop him at all costs. We need to get inside the throne room to confront him, but the door is locked. Can you help us with that? Please, leave that to me. I have the key right here. And like I thought you would. Now, we have no time to waste. Yes. Zach, did you need something? I will not lose to my sister. Huh? Let us make haste to the throne room. Alright. I really like Zach. So now we simply run back to the throne room and we'll get ready for the final battle here. Heal up again. Heal up again. I just got into a fight. Actually, it's not the final battle, but it's face the queen for the first time. Let's run down. And down some more. Okay. Let's keep running. And we can go down. Over here. Yeah, I'm running back to the queen. I would highly recommend you build up your trust gauge because we're going to be using a trust gauge again to fight the queen. It's very necessary. So just kind of run around and build up your trust gauge. And then I will, before you fight the queen, make sure you have 100% trust before we get into this final fight. Now we run up here and we can talk to Olivia. Open the door. Oh, open the door right here. Oof. Olivia, the door was rigged. Olivia, can you hear me? When you speak that loud, of course I can, but it would seem the shadow deity took notice. I had kept myself protected from his influence. Ugh. You stay here and leave the rest to us. While it is regrettable, I know I am not in a position to disagree. However, you must be careful. The shadow deity knows the extent of your powers. He also intends to take your life, light deity. Noct really intends to kill me? It seems that way, although I do not know his reasoning. He bears a heavy grudge towards you. Felix. Okay, so go ahead and save the game right here. As you walk a little bit forward, you'll enter the queen's room, and we're going to get to a fight. You want to have a full trust gauge built up, so go right around for a few minutes until you get your trust built back up. And I'm going to go ahead and save the game right here. And as we enter this queen's fight, that'll be it for the next video. So I think this is it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you very soon. Have a good one.